I'll just talk about is peer pressure and how it's affecting me through life and growing up. When I was young, probably 7th and 8th grade, a lot of my friends were already into drugs and drinking all the time and stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I got down that path for a good while, and I got to high school and started playing football, and it was pretty tough. All my friends were doing that, and I was trying to live that life and at the same time play football, and wasn't going down the right path, and got in a lot of trouble. Finally figured I want to do something with my life, and it's pretty hard not listening to all your friends and like telling your best friends no, and just you're going like, no, I want to do something with my life, and every time they want to go out and drink or do something, just you got to say no. And I lost a lot of friends, but not going down that path and going down the path I am today, it's made me a lot better person.
When I was in middle school, my best friend and I, we were both we were both smart, and we both started out getting good grades and stuff like that, but it wasn't really cool to be smart, and we wanted to be cool. We wanted to be liked by the guys, and the guys, they didn't want to study. And my friend especially, she really felt like she didn't fit in, she didn't feel like people understood her and stuff like that. So she started hanging out with the guys who were, at first they were just like smoking cigarettes and maybe getting a beer from their older brother. She started hanging out with them. But then it turned very quickly into getting drunk on the weekends. And from there, she started smoking pot. And then when we got into high school, in Iowa, meth is very prominent. And she started doing meth. And she became addicted. Everybody that I've known that's become addicted to drugs always thinks that they will not become addicted, but they do. So while I kind of stepped away from her, I couldn't really go down that path with her. And the last time I spoke with her was actually after the first year I got out of college, or the first year I was in college. I spoke with her, and she was going to Alcoholics Anonymous trying to get sober because she'd become addicted to alcohol also. She wasn't in college, she wasn't doing anything, and this girl was absolutely brilliant. She could have done anything she wanted to do, and she just chose to go down a different path than I did. So that's really what I want to leave you guys with today, is that, I mean, even if you can't really see like way down the path where your actions are going to be leading you, if you look at it on a daily basis, did I study for this test, or did I just blow it off and hang out with my friends? You can figure out where that's going to lead you, and if you keep stepping on that path and keep walking in that direction, just think about where it's going to lead you.
I would say a little bit about me growing up. In middle school, I was in a gang. I was a Crip, something like that, and I was involved in a lot of, I would say, a lot of activity that kind of swayed me off my path to where I am today. I feel like I've been through a lot. I used to smoke, I used to drink, I used to do all that stuff, and it's kind of not the route to go. And I feel like it changed me because I turned it into a positive. Now, if I was to get offered to drink or to smoke, I already know I know all of the outcomes of it, so it's not as much pressure for me to do it again. And when I was coming up, I didn't really have anything. I grew up on what's called Section 8 and public housing. Meaning I was a poor kid or whatever, so I kind of used that as my motivation and for my advantage. I mean, my grandmother, she was the only one who actually took the time out to take care of me and raise me, so I kind of use her today every time I go out on the court and to play for her. So that's pretty much my story.
How many of the people that you hung out with are in college playing basketball like you are?
None.
None. Where are they today?
I still see them when I go back home, out on the corner, some are in jail, and I don't know where the rest of them.
How they feel about you?
I mean, they can relate, cause they're like, hey, he been through what I've been through, but he turned it into a positive. So he's my motivation, you know.
If anyone in here is a gang member or being pressured to join a gang like the Crips or the Bloods or the Serenos or the Texas Syndicate, what would you say to them in terms of advice with regard to that?
It's not at the end of the day. It's not worth it. I started realizing that I can't drink my whole life. I can't smoke my whole life. I can't, do all this my whole life, and none of it comes with the 401k plan or none of that to actually end up taking care of your family at the end of the day.
I'm a student, and I didn't get a full ride here, and it hasn't been easy, and we had a lot of struggles financially. We had a drug addiction in my family, and that really affected us. My dad was addicted to crack, and there was a time when he was away for a year, and it was just really hard on us. But through the whole thing, like, I feel so blessed. Like, God revealed himself to me at an early age, and that's who I depend on. I go to God, and I let it all out, and I talk to God, and I just give my burdens to him. I'm very artistic, and like my whole life I didn't know what I wanted to be, but I knew like the stuff I like to do. So when I was in your grade, I was still trying to figure that out. I was in the 7th and 8th grade, and I had different friends, and I just hope that you won't be afraid to be the leader that is inside of you. It's okay to tell people no if they're doing something that you're not comfortable with. And think about whatever it is, and I know you've heard this before, but I'm just going to tell you again, whatever you want to do, think about that and set small goals and then set larger goals to get to that. And if there's anything that you're doing or that people around you are doing to stop you from getting to that, you got to cut it out. You got to stand up for yourself, speak for yourself, and just say no. You'll find when you're doing the right thing, the older you get and the more you keep doing those things, you're going to lose friends because your friends may not be with you, or they might decide to do something different, and that's okay. You don't have to knock them for that. You don't have to be angry, but you make sure you do what you have to do. I want to tell you that it doesn't matter where you've been. You can get to where you need to go if you just believe in God and you just keep him first. That's what I do. I keep God first in whatever I do, and I make plenty of mistakes. It's not about being perfect and not doing anything, because you're human. You're going to do things, but just keep your goals in sight and keep those things first. And I pray about them, and I ask God to guide me, and I ask for direction. And I watch people who are doing the right things, and I ask them for advice. It doesn't, like, I was born a crack baby. I'm at UT, and I'm about to graduate. It doesn't matter where you come from, what kind of circumstances you have. You can do whatever it is you want to do. If you believe in yourself and you keep God first, then nothing can stop you.